I was in somebody's house and they had like some thing on the wall. It was like a dinner party or something like that. Some freaking tchotchke decoration. There was like a bunch of people around. I had to was getting something in the kitchen. This thing was hanging here, and then there was a little girl here. Everybody was, chatting and um, drinking, and not a lot of kids. Then this girl was nice and well behaved, and she was saying, "Oh, there's a little worm in this thing," and then you think, yeah, right. Because actually, I think it was her mom. No, there was somebody. The lady who owns the house is somebody I know, or is a sister of somebody I know. I'm not quite sure. Or it could have been her mom. Oh, I don't know who that could be. But then I come and I look closer, and it's like made out of fabric. And here is like it's something figurative. Maybe I thought maybe it's a brim of a hat or something. But then I see this worm crawling around in here, and it's like kind of cone shaped, and it has these ridges, and it's trapped in there, and clearly whatever they stuffed this with had worms in it. And then I see more in there. It was stuffed with like little things, and then they got big, which is very disturbing to me. And we of course had to do something about it. But then I looked down at my feet, and then there's, I'm about to jump into action about this thing, but then there's like mice, two little mice here, and I of course don't want to step on them. But then there's other animals too. There was like a little bunny that came in, but this was actually not in a cute way. It was a bit. Well, didn't want to step on them, but it was a bit creepy that there was so many animals in here, like these mice, and they're clearly unintentional animals, not pets. But then there were little things. I don't know if it was cockroaches or some kind of insect, but big enough for me to see. So that was one aspect. There was another thing. Oh, there was something with a freaking stalker guy that was sitting somewhere and was trying to tell. What was he telling me? I was over here. Some kind of book. But then I was somewhere with somebody else who's gonna tell me about what placement the stalker is at, and then because he's in jail, in prison or something. And then there were like this sheet of chocolate shapes like this, quite flat. And somebody came around to hand them out. I don't know if it had color in it, and I said no. I mean, I was had to focus on what they were talking about, and something about the position that they knew the stalker was in. It was also something that was kind of coming out of a mold thing like that. It was like it was, I don't know, some thing. What was it? Not a potato. It was like a vegetable or a pear or something. I don't know. It could even have been a cashew. It was supposed to symbolize where he's at in the process. And I said that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how to read this. I felt like I should have, but I didn't. And then there was something about trains, that London underground things on like the Red Line. something on the red line. I had to go to, and then it was like the station. I first thought it's just one stop, but then actually it's just the same. They made it the same station. You just walk up or something. I was trying to figure out how the trains worked. Something was arriving, trying to read here what the end station is, because none of them said east or west or north or south or anything like that. They didn't say direction, they just said like kind of the end of the line station, but there wasn't directions on the walls or anything. It was hard to figure out. Then there was like a party, a party. I was just getting bigger. I just came for one thing, but then I came back. There was something there that Yuisha's truck was. My sister's husband's truck. He had a truck. It looked like some official Kruger Park truck. Look at this thing. And then, oh shit, yeah. Then there was one about something about a baby. So I was trying to open this truck door, and I couldn't figure out, like, the door had like that. It was like a little lip thingy that kept standing up, like a little rectangle within a rectangle, but I couldn't get it to be flush with the door, and I was standing there fidgeting, and then I think people were thinking, who's this? Was she trying to break into the car? I don't think they could tell it was me. There was like another bit where I'm sitting in a car with these two people, and they had a baby, but I was actually in front. I said, okay, I'll hold the baby. It was cool baby. It was, sitting here on my lap. But it was talking about stuff, and it had like the same amount of sass that the woman had. The woman, I don't know, she reminded me of Annie Lennox. I don't know if it's somebody I know actually. She's witty and kind of strong lady. And the baby had the same kind of sass. And then I was saying that to them, that the baby is like exactly like you. It looked like her. And then she said, "Oh, well, maybe that is better than adopting a baby." But I have a little copy of me. And then as they got out of the car, but they both slammed the doors, and I was like, shit, now I have to get out of the car holding this baby. I didn't know how to do it. But then I called them and like handed it to them. Okay, I think that's like most of it. I actually thought I didn't remember anything at first. Okay.